Oh, hey guys. Welcome back. Oh, welcome. Yeah, that's fine. Welcome back to our TBU games. We are currently going to go into week 2, and we are playing Frito, coach of the Welsheons. And, this matchup was actually really bizarre. We both had really good matchups. Like, I've never experienced that, really. But he's got power. I got power. It's really just a matter of I don't know how to stop his power. So we're gonna try. We're definitely gonna try. He has Mega Gardevoir, Zapdos, Arcanine, Cobalion, Shaman, Skuntank, Jellicent, Gliscor, Drifblim, and he benched a Selgor to bring in Emboar, which was just phenomenal for him because we don't really have anything that can stop heavy-hitting fire types. Except, that time we benched Mimikyu and brought on Ninetales, which really would have been great if Emboar, didn't have attacks besides Flareblitz. So we brought Ninetales off the bench and then immediately decided, you know what, I'm not going to bring that. That sounds like suicide. It's a very obvious switch that's probably going to get EQ'd or close combat. It's dead. It's just going to get dead. So we did not bring Ninetales. Looking at his team compared to my team, I'm really expecting Mega Gardevoir, Zapdos, maybe Arcanine, Cobalion definitely. That thing, no, not definitely. Zapdos definitely. Cobalion's a good if. Shaman looks good on paper, but I really don't think he'll bring it. Jellicent also looks like it'd be really good against us. Really just a lot of things we have a lot of trouble dealing with, to be honest. Especially Zapdos and Jellicent. I was really worried about both of them, as well as Emboar. Yeah, I'm gonna edit that out. But that being said, I hate team builders. I'm gonna edit that out too. That being said, we're gonna jump into this. I am going to bring 6 Mons from my squad. I really shouldn't have to say that. I'm ranting at this point. I just worked for 13 hours, leave me alone. But anywho, let's jump into this. I don't want to waste any of your time. We are going to bring Emily Rose, the Wigglytuff. Look at this thing. It is so possessed. Which, the exorcism of Emily Rose. I had to. We're bringing Wigglytuff, honestly, to bring Wigglytuff. Like, it was probably the only Mon I didn't really want out of my viewer picks, considering I had Tauros and Mimikyu, but also, it's a Wigglytuff. How am I not gonna have fun with this thing? So we're bringing Stealth Rock, Hyper Voice, Z-Sing, that is, or Z Hyper Voice, whatever I feel like, and Toxic. Wigglytuff is here to do 3 things. Number 1, exist, because now we don't have to bring Wigglytuff anymore. Number 2, put something to sleep. We have Normalium, Z-Sing, Stone. So, stuff is probably gonna fall asleep. I'm cool with that. My phone just destroyed. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to reset my phone. We're doing this from memory now. We have Toxic because, I honestly love bringing mix-ups. You gotta bring 2 status moves. If you just bring 1, then it's like they know what to expect. But if you bring 2, that's where it gets fun. I was really torn between bringing Frisk and bringing Competitive. Competitive, I thought, was going to be a lot more fun because we could just throw around Hyper Voices. But Frisk would be more useful in a general aspect. And I was like, let's try to do well this week. Let's try to move up in those power rankings. I don't want to be bottom tier forever. So we brought Frisk. Thought I'd get a little insight on items. Number 3, Wigglytuff is literally here to be kamikaze bait for Emboar. I really don't have a switch in for that thing. It's such a monster. And I figured, Wigglytuff has 140 base HP. It's gonna die, but it's basically going to act as Aftermath as well. And what's so bad about Aftermath? Nothing. That's what. So we're bringing this super specially defensive Wigglytuff. I didn't know what investment. This whole thing, like this entire mon right here, I'm doing arm motions, but you can't see it. So pretend you can see me. This whole mon was a mystery. I had no idea what to do. I decided just to go specially defensive. I thought, you know, worst case scenario, we can throw it in against like Mega Gardevoir. I don't know what my thought process was, man. It's also a really good switch in to eat up like Will-O-Wisp from Jellicent, or Toxics from Jellicent, or Toxics from Skuntank, or any kind of status just stuff. Wigglytuff, she's here doing her, okay? She's just doing her. So now that we got the viewer pick out the way for the season, let's go into, I don't know what to go with next. Let's show off Cecilia. Because you are not breaking my heart right now. Oh god, it's not going to be a level 100. I promise. I don't know why that's there. Cecilia's really here just to exist in case Mega Gardevoir gets scary. I don't want to get swept by Mega Guard. I'm really afraid of Mega Guard because it handles my team pretty well for the most part. So we have a super specially defensive Celesteela. I almost called it Cresselia. We have a super specially defensive Celesteela with just a pinch of attack in there for, you know, just the purpose of putting 4 EV somewhere. But we are carrying lefties. We got Toxic, Protect, EQ, and Heavy Slam. Basically the same set as last week, except no Leech Seed, yes Toxic, all Special Blood. Figure with this set, we can take minimum. I think we take about. It's not a lot. It's like a little under half damage from a Thunderbolt from Mega Guard, and then we can just slam it into the ground. If worse comes to worse, we can also live an attack from a defensive Zapdos and plant a Toxic on it, which is 100% okay. We have the Earthquake for Emboar, Arcanine, and Cobalion because that's going to do a little bit of damage. The thing can't touch Gliscor, but Gliscor is honestly one of the mons I have pegged that he would bring, that he'd be the least inclined to bring. Not because of any kind of matchup, I just feel like he has other mons that would be better against us. So I didn't plan super heavily for it. I probably should, but whatever. We're already here. Let's just run with it. We're just running with it. So Celesteela is here as our failsafe for Mega Gardevoir. Next, we have Tundra struck the Kyurem. This thing that just happens on my team. I don't even like Kyurem. It's just here. We have Choice Specs. Oh my god, I thought that was Scarf. Oh, okay, well, it was supposed to be Choice Scarf. I don't know if that is what actually happened or not, but apparently we have a Choice Specs Kyurem. Feels horribly just unnecessary, but we have Ice Beam, Flash Cannon, Earth Power, and Toxic. 96 investment in HP, 4 in defense, max special attack with a modest. Why I'm running a modest max special attack spec? Something bad happened. I must have been drunk when I made this team. And 156 speed. I forget what I was trying to speed creep because this is a recurring number. This is a recurring speed tier for me. Oh, well, I was speed creeping something. I think it was Arcanine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Arcanine. I have the notes because I reset my phone. This is totally getting edited out. Ah, yes, okay. We're speed creeping a max speed Skuntank. Skuntank is what it was that I was thinking of. So we're speed creeping that Skuntank so we can get off some stuff from Earth Power. But Kyurem honestly is a really great matchup here, which is why I brought a. Ignore that. Ignore that. It's Scarfed. We prepped a Scarfed Kyurem. I don't know why Specs is even there. I probably misclicked when I did the showdown thingy. I don't remember. Whatever, man. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be Scarf Kyurem. Basically because Flash Cannon, although will not kill Mega Guard, it hurts it really badly. Ice Beam is going to hurt defensive Zapdos really badly. Earth Power is going to hurt Arcanine pretty badly. Earth Power is going to hit Cobalion and blah blah blah. Ice Beam for Shaman, Earth Power for Skuntank. The predicted Jellicent switch can catch this Toxic. Gliscor, Ice Beam, Emboar, Earth Power, Drifblim, Ice Beam. Yeah, Kyuro's just got a really great matchup here. And the intended Scarf was supposed to be so that we could just come in, revenge something, and or deal really heavy damage because Modest. But I'm hoping Kyurem does some pretty big things with its life. Moving on from Kyurem, because I really don't like this thing. We're going into Hannibal the War Elephant. This guy is rocking an Assault Vest. Why is he rocking an Assault Vest? I will tell you why he's rocking an Assault Vest. Donphan is rocking this Assault Vest because A, I'm not quite sure what Drifblim wants to do if he brings it. B, I want to make sure we can live a Scald so we can knock off any kind of sustenance that Jellicent might carry. What was that, B? C, I mean, Shaman don't give a fuck about us. Whatever. Moving on to alternate C. Mega Gardevoir. With this investment, we are max HP barring Stealth Rock shenanigans. We can live a Hyper Voice from a max special attack Modest Mega Guard and completely obliterate it with an Earthquake, depending on his investment. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't bring a very offensive Gardevoir here. But if he brings defensive guard, we live the Hyper Voice, we Earthquake, and then we Ice Shard. If he brings an offensive guard, we live the Hyper Voice, and we kill it with Earthquake. But like, Donphan isn't made for guard. It's really just here so that we can get some damage off on. It's a surprise hitter, okay? It's a surprise hitter. I wanted Assault Vest Donphan because apparently I felt like going super specially defensive this week. So, yeah, Rapid Spin, Earthquake, knockoff for utility. Mainly, I want to reveal the knockoff and end with him trying to predict it and go into Cobalion, go into Gardevoir because Megastone. Possibly reveal one of his Z-Mons, and then we can fire off an Earthquake, which will deal heavy damage to, well, not all of them, because Drifblim's immune. He's not going to switch into Drifblim and knockoff. Am I stupid? I'm stupid. Either way, it's Donphan shenanigans. I like doing fun stuff with Donphan. No Stealth Rocks here. And Ice Shard for priority. Moving on, we're going to go into Jabberjaw the Sharpedo. Again, we are speed creeping Skuntank, so I didn't really want to go max speed. I feel like a lot of his faster mons are going to be playing a defensive role this time around. Not running Protect will probably kill me. I discussed this when I was building the team with my friends, and I'm running Sub over Protect just because, like, a lot of his mons, Sharpedo isn't going to OHKO. Like, we're not going to OHKO a defensive Zapdos. If you bring a defensive Mega Guard, we're not going to OHKO it. Without Earthquake, we're probably not going to OHKO Cobalion. I think Waterfall has a chance if he's not max defense. Jellicent, if he's physically defensive, Crunch won't OHKO, so substitute easier. Hence the extra investment in HP. I want to make sure that our sub can live a Scald from a Jellicent. I don't want that sub to break. Basically, I'm predicting Jellicent to come. Like, Jellicent has a really good matchup against our squad. So Sharpedo comes in against Jellicent, we predict the Will-O-Wisp go for a sub. Bring it in on like Emboar, Gliscor, Arcanine, predict the switch, go for a sub. This is going to protect us against anything that we don't kill, we don't OHKO and or any kind of priority like E-Speed, like... Does Emboar get Mach Punch? I don't remember. I've never used Emboar. Either way, it'll protect us from like priority shenanigans. We have Waterfall, deals heavy damage on stuff, Crunch deals heavy damage on stuff, Poison Jab deals heavy damage on stuff. I should probably specify. Poison Jab hits Mega Guard. I didn't want to bring Ice Fang for Zapdos. I really didn't want to. I thought about bringing Sub-Zero Thing Ding Dong, Z Ice Fang for Zapdos, but if he didn't bring it, then I'd feel wasted. Plus, without the Expert Belt, we would lose a lot of our damage. So, sacrifices have to be made. If he brings Zapdos, he brings Zapdos. If he doesn't, thank God. I think if he's max defense Zapdos, Crunch isn't even going to 2-hit KO, so we have to rely on Wigglytuff for those rocks. But, yeah. We have Poison Jab for Mega Guard. Crunch for Zapdos is going to have to happen. Hopefully, we don't get staticked. Waterfall for Arcanine. Waterfall for Cavalion. Shaman it's still in a heavy maybe pile. I don't think Poison Jab will OHKO, depending on his investment. Even if he's like not defensively invested, I don't think it will kill. Shaman is naturally bulky. Skuntank can catch this Waterfall, I don't care. Jellicent is going to get 2-hit KO by a Crunch, Gliscor with a Waterfall, Emboar by a Waterfall, and Driplim from a Crunch. So, Sharpedo, I'm hoping does big things. I'm really hoping our sub-tech doesn't get us fucking killed because I'm slow. So yeah. Stuff's gonna happen. What is happening? Don't add people. Don't do this. Okay, false alarm. False alarm. My phone's fine. Last but not least, we have Thor the Thunderous. Look how majestic that guy is. Oh, I forgot what our item was. Yeah. So we're bringing Nasty Plot and Thundy with a Salic Berry, Flash Cannon, Hidden Power Ice, and Thunderbolt. Basically, I want to break shit. This is supposed to break as much as possible. As you can see, max special attack, max speed, timid nature, and just a tad bit in def. I probably should have put that in HP. I don't know why I didn't. But Flash Cannon is this moveset is very. It speaks for itself. Flash Cannon for Mega Guard because obviously I'm very afraid of Mega Guard. We've prepped almost every mon on the team against it. Thunderbolt does deal a very good amount of damage to Zapdos, defensive or not. Arcanine can catch a Thunderbolt. Cobalion can catch a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is basically just going to be our click pass. And eventually, I probably should have... What did I bring Hidden Power Ice for? Gliscor. There's a chance I may take off Hidden Power Ice and put on Sub, because Subplot is too good, and I like Sub. But we'll see how I feel. I think I already sent my team to get Gen. I did, I definitely did. Shit. Either way, I might be able to teach a Sub before the battle. But that's it. That's it. That's the team builder. I wasted too much of your time. It's been like forever. I am sorry. I'm sorry. So we're gonna hop into the team. Nope, we're in the team builder. We're gonna hop into the battle. See you guys. Look for the timestamp. Hi guys, we're back. Alright, so looking at this team preview, he brought Skuntank, Emboar, Arcanine, Gliscor, Driplim, and Gardevoir. This is not a team I expected. There is no Zapdos here. There is none of the other stuff I prepped for here either, which A is relieving, and B is frightening because I really didn't prep too much for Skuntank, or Driplim, or Gliscor. Moderate prep for Arcanine and Emboar. But we're gonna see how this goes because we prepped for Gardevoir, so that's a good thing that happened. We did that. So he is going to challenge. Look at that getup. That's a nice little avatar he's got there. We're gonna start off with Thor because I figure with the team he brought, we can hit anything really hard. So he's gonna lead up with Skuntank. I don't know what these do except for like Night Slash. So we're gonna Nasty Plot up. I figure worst case scenario, something will die unless he like ice beams me? No, we went for a Toxic. Which kind of sucked because we were on a timer and I was like, ah man, now I'm gonna die eventually, but luckily we can just start firing off Thunderbolts. Just gonna fire off all the Thunderbolts in the world. So luckily, Skuntank drops. Now, he's going to send an Emboar. And I thought about this play for a long time. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to send in Wigglytuff. But his whole team is weak and or neutral to rocks, so I didn't want to whiff them. And I figured this would be the best point for me to figure out if he's Scarfed or Assault Vest. Unfortunately, he's Scarfed. And Thor is just, it's straight dead. That thing is gone. So we do lose Thor. He takes a little bit of health. I mean, we're going to go into Danchan because we can live a Flare Blitz and shoot off that EQ. But he goes into the Big Delicious. Now look at that thing and tell me it isn't big and delicious. Come on. He's gonna get off his toxic orb, show off. He's got the toxic heal stuff, poison heal. That's it. So we go for an Ice Shard. We're max attack adamant, and that does more damage than I expected to, telling me he's probably not fully defensive invested, which is a plus. It also frightens me because he might be a physically offensive Blackguard, as if there's a physically offensive Blackguard, as if there's a specially offensive Blackguard. But the idea of that was just sitting in the back of my head like, oh my god, I didn't prep for that. Like, if I get swept by a Blackguard, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad and scared. But he roosts up, showing that he's probably a mixed defense, if not special. So Blackguard's gonna do some stuff. We're just firing off Ice Shards. I'm waiting for the switch. Probably into Arcanine, if he's defensive. Emboar, maybe if he can kill from this range. But no, he goes into the Gardevoir, and I'm like, yes! This is it! We're assault vested. We can live a hit. We're gonna kill it with an earthquake. And I got my friends piled on. I'm like, watch this shit. Watch what's gonna go down right now. I'm gonna knock this chick out because we are assault vest and we got this under control. I'm waiting for you to go to the hyper voice, and I'm counting down like, alright, what are we gonna live on? Like 10, 15, oh no. He crit kills Donphan, and I'm having like week 1 PTSD. Like, no, not again. I can't do it again. Please, no. But Cecilia's gonna come in. Our auto guard put down, so he's not gonna want to stay. And he knows if he has T-Bolt, I'm sure he calculated it. He probably saw that it won't kill, and or doesn't want to lose anything on guard yet. Goes into Arcanine, showing that he's most likely defensive with the Intimidate. So we predicted pretty okay, went for the EQ, which it just eats up. It does not care. That thing is defensive AF. But also, our attack is lowered and we don't have attack investment, so that was a split second of me getting cocky. We're going to heal up with the lefties. I don't want this thing to stay here. He knows I don't want to stay here. Cecilia is just too important in this battle. We're going to go into Emily Rose. Look at them sparkles, though. A little bit of rocks damage happens, and we do Frisk, and I got really upset. I was like, oh man, I should have gone competitive. Why didn't I go competitive? But the Willow happens, we get burned, which is fine, we don't have physical attacks. This thing wasn't made to live anyway, so if something was gonna get burned, I'm glad it was Wiggly. Sorry, Emily. You just weren't prioritized. So he's going to go off for that Flamethrower. We are super specially defensive, and it actually kind of paid off. Doesn't do as much damage, but we are going to go for this Z-Sing, and I want to put something to sleep. I actually expect him to switch here. Fun fact. After our speed boost, I didn't know Z-moves could miss. I learned that. During this battle. I was like, wait, my Z-Sing fucking missed? What? Voice crack and everything, I swear to God. So, that whiffed. I wasn't sure if my Z move was still a thing or not, since it missed. I didn't want to take a chance. Speed boost didn't matter. Our base speed's like, what, 40, 45, 0 investment. I didn't really plan to do anything with this outside of use Hyper Voice and throw some status around. He's gonna go into Gliscor. He's gonna roost up. I've wanted to go for the Hyper Voice, but even if I outsped, I really don't think it would have killed, so we're going to set up Stealth Rocks instead. These rocks, seeing his team, are really going to help with that Sharpedo cleanup. I'm waiting for Wigglytuff to die so we can bring him in. I wanted Entei. Wow! I wanted Arcanine to stay in so badly for that Wiggly kill. I really thought he'd have Flare Blitz. But he goes to this U-turn. Isn't going to do much because we're a fairy now. That's a thing I forgot about. He's going to go back into Arcanine. Again, cursing myself because I don't have competitive. So, our attack is going to be lower than lower now. So we go for that Hyper Voice, and it does a pretty considerable amount of damage without investment. Like, if I was competitive, there's a chance I may have killed, I think. Maybe not. Who knows? But that burn is really starting to take a toll. I need Wigglytuff to die. And he does go for the Morning Sun here, which is perfect. I kind of expected him to switch back into Gliscor, but at the same time, he really wouldn't have a reason to do that outside of pushing me to Toxic again. just as well, this was ample time for him to heal up with that nice morning sun, that beautiful sun coming out to say hello. But luckily, our Toxic prevents him from being at full health. And Wigglytuff is just, it's holding on to life right now. But one time, I want Amon to just die. It just won't do it. But that flamethrower is going to be the end of Emily. And I'm sorry, Emily, but you had to go. You had to go, girl. He's going to heal up a little more. That Toxic is really starting to wear it down. You can see the percentages kind of stack up little by little. But this is what we're waiting for. We're going to send in Jabberjaw. Jabberjaw the Sharpedo. And I'm so hyped. I'm like, oh my god. The subtech's going to work. He switches out. We click the sub. He's going to go into hashtag blame Shady. Shoddy. Oh my god. I never pronounced it right the first time. Buddy, I'm sorry. But we hit that sub button. And this crunch is going to destroy this Drifloon. I was really worried about the Aftermath, which honestly is the reason I didn't use Life Orb. Mainly because of Aftermath, and I didn't want to lose too much life already stacking off of Substitute. But my computer is blipping. I really hope you can't hear that. You probably can. I'm the worst. I'm sorry. We're just going to go into T-Swizzle. He's going to eat some rocks damage, and I totally forgot about her voice. I'm like, oh my god. I'm going to die. If he is defense investment, I'm going to die. I didn't get a chance to weaken this thing yet. So we go for the poison jab. I'm praying, hoping, just trying. And we get the KO. And it was so hype. It's like, oh my god, we're gonna bring it back. It's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. My friends were trying so hard to care, but they just couldn't. They're adults. They got big boy stuff to do. But the Big Delicious comes back out. He's going to eat this waterfall right up. I expected to see Protect there, but it did not happen. So we're just boosting. I honestly also expected for Arcanine to continuously come in and swap out, but then I remembered rocks were out. But the Intimidate also wouldn't have worked. I learned that just now. Oh my god, I'm stupid. But he gets an E-Speed off. It's gonna break our sub. Because Sharpedo is basically made of paper. Luckily, the Waterfall is still able to KO it. And I was honestly a little concerned about the Emboar, but during the game, I was like, I'm fine. I have a Scarf Kyurem in the back. But I messed up. That was not a Scarf Kyurem. We brought a Specs Kyurem. I think I must have misclicked when I made it on Showdown and sent it to get Gen. I'm really happy it didn't have to come out, because I would have been really confused and upset, and I probably would have falsely blamed my Jenner because I'm an ass. But we did pull out of there. Nice 3-0. Sharpedo coming through at the end. Jabberjaw just picking it up. Luckily for us, things kind of just fell into place this time around. That doesn't usually happen with my plans. But that was a really great gameplay by Frito. I really enjoyed the battle. I've been wanting to play him for a while, actually. But do me a favor, go ahead and check out his channel. You'll find all the links to everyone's channels down in the description, as well as the TBU itself. It's a really fun time. Really entertaining content, guys. Make sure you go do that. If you don't, I'll be upset. You don't want that. But until next time, guys, I will see you later. Stay frosty.